Trigger warning. Ghosts, ghouls, and gruesome stuff ahead. It's weird. It's dark. It's your kind of vibe. Welcome to Haunted and Homicidal, the podcast where true crime meets the paranormal. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Courtney. Every week we uncover the terrifying, the twisted, and the totally unexplainable. Lock your doors and grab your sage.
Because things are about to get haunted and homicidal. Hey guys.
What's up?
It's been a long weekend. I got a headache.
A what?
A headache.
Oh, a headache.
A headache.
I just want Subway.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's coming. It's coming one way or the other. We're going to get Subway. And it's going to be delicious.
Delicioso.
Mm-hmm. So outside of Subway, what is happening?
Nothing really. Just all the shit we have to do this month.
Same shit, different day. Yeah, we got
pictures. We have the Grimoire Academy thingy, and then I'm dog sitting at the end of the month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You animal sit a lot.
Pretty much.
A lot.
It's my other side business.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Besides this one.
Money is money. We don't make money off this one.
No.
But
it's my other side gig.
Yeah.
I have too many side gigs.
Yeah.
I have too many gigs.
Moonlighting. Yeah.
Yes.
And I register for classes at the end of this month, I think.
Oh.
Start classes in January.
How many classes you taking?
Yes.
You're going to take?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I only need like 15 credits.
Isn't that only like what?
It's like it's either 15 credits or 21 credits. So it's going to be like 2 semesters. So, and then I'll be completely done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I only need like 7 classes, 8 classes.
Right, bad.
They emailed me on what I needed.
Yeah.
And I'll know more. That my advisor is going to reach out like the week of to suggest what courses I need to take. If they're different than what she suggested last time. Because I wasn't able to register soon enough to do the fall semester, which I just kind of, with so much going on, I didn't want to way overload myself until, we were kind of in the swing of things with him being, on the road.
Yeah.
But I think we're pretty good now. So
well, that's good.
I'll be able to handle it. Yeah.
Oh, so apparently my friend watched the new the Ed Gein show. Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Yeah, she watched that. She was like,
all of it, or is it just like, does it come out like weekly, or is it like a whole mini
it's like
series?
It's a whole
all at once. Okay.
Yeah, so she watched it and she's like, why have I never? Because she apparently had never heard of him.
Really?
Yeah, she was
he's on our list.
Yeah, she's like, I know serial killers, and she was like, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you not know that one? She's like, I have no idea. And then she tags me on Facebook the picture of his fucking chair.
Yeah. That who has that?
I don't know who has that. Zach doesn't have it.
No, he's got the pot.
Yeah, Zach's got the pot.
Yeah.
His little cauldron.
Yeah.
That he did it in.
Like Ed Gein was like the inspiration for Hannibal Lecter, I think.
He was an inspiration for a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's crazy.
She didn't realize that. But she said it was funny because her husband, who doesn't really like that stuff, he knew
he
about
was into
him.
it.
He knew. No, he didn't watch it.
But he knew who he was.
He knew who it was. And
well, he's like a major one.
And she was like, "How did I not know him?" I said, "I don't know."
I mean, like Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, Jerry Brudos, Gary Ridgway. These are like, or BTK. These are like major. Zodiac.
Yeah, she apparently didn't know this one.
That is crazy. I wonder what else she doesn't know.
I don't know. I have to ask her. But yeah, she apparently didn't know that one. But it was funny because she texted me. She's like, "Bro, how do you feel about serial killer shit?" I literally called her. I said,
like, do you listen to our podcast?
I literally texted her. I said, I called her. I said, "Did you really just ask me that?" She goes, "I was getting ready to text you saying I know you'd have the podcast."
Yeah.
But she was like, she's like,
Yeah, so like we're saving like the big ones for like this week with the big stories, because we know it's going to span over several episodes because there's so much information. So guys, let me give you a trigger warning real quick. This one is long.
Very long.
So, go pee.
This is my big story now.
Yes, go pee. Take a potty break. Grab you some snacks. A drink. Sit there. Align your chakras. Take a deep breath. Do whatever you have to do. And let's get into it.
Alrighty, so I have Gary Ridgway.
Yep. Douchebag.
So, Gary Ridgway. He worked at a truck factory. He read the Bible.
Oh,
He cried during sermons.
pussy.
In over 2 decades, he murdered dozens of women in the forests of Washington State.
Lots and lots and lots of women. He's probably like one of the more prolific serial killers.
Many of whom were never seen again.
Well, that's what murdered means.
His name is Gary Ridgway, but you may know him by another name. The Green River Killer.
The motherfucking douchebag of Washington.
He was a man who confessed to killing 71 women.
71.
That's a lot.
Think about that.
That's a lot.
Like, I don't even think I know 71 people.
I don't think I do
personally.
I don't think I know either.
That's just so many people.
That is.
Did he only kill women?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Only so. All I found was women.
Yeah.
Most of them vulnerable. Many of them forgotten.
Mm.
Direct quote from him.
Okay.
I killed so many women. I can't remember all of them.
I mean,
Like, ya bitch.
what?
Ya bitch.
I get it, but like also at the same time, people who do these kind of murders, like that many, keep record. Like for some reason, that's just like in their brain. They keep records.
Yeah.
They keep tokens. They keep. You know, it's different when it's like 5 or 6. They're still considered a serial killer because it's. I don't really think serial killing is like numeric value.
Yeah.
It's motive. It's method. It's like. So, okay. There's a difference between mass murder and serial murder.
Yeah.
So mass murder is like a bunch of people at one time.
Yeah.
Serial murder is a person here, 2 years down the road, a person here, 2 years down the road, a person here, 6 months down the road, a person here. It's like a continual thing. And a lot of people get that confused. So it's not so much the...
Oh, wait, no, he did kill one boy. He did kill one boy.
Oh.
Just one. But yeah, he did kill one boy.
Uno.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the difference between like mass murder and serial murder. And a lot of people get them confused because serial murder is not like, we talk about serial killers on here who only kill 3 people.
Yeah.
But it's because it's like a continual, consistent thing and it's not a bunch of people at one time. But 71 fucking people who normally have that high of a body count, keep some kind of...
Exactly.
We'll talk about David Parker Ray and we'll see what I'm talking about then. That one's going to be really rough. I need you to prepare for that one.
I'm going to have to get sage at this thing, aren't I?
It's not sage. You're probably going to need like a puke bag. It's...
But I mean, it's sage after.
For your brain. You might need to like snort it or something because it's rough.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So we're going to start with his early life.
Okay. It's a good place to start.
Yeah. So Gary Leon Ridgway was born in Salt Lake City, Utah on February 18th, 1949. He was an Aquarius.
So he was the original Salt Lake City punk.
Salt Lake City punk.
Yep.
He was the second of 3 sons in a troubled home.
Oh, always. Just about.
Always. His older brother Gregory was the golden boy, quote unquote, and was treated vastly different than Gary.
Okay.
His mother, Mary Rita Ridgway, was reportedly controlling, overbearing, humiliating, and emotionally abusive.
Well, that's not good, especially in childhood.
No. His father, Thomas Newton Ridgway, who was a bus driver, often came home and complained about the sex workers he encountered on his routes.
Okay.
Would often share newspaper articles depicting crime in the area with Gary, normalizing brutality.
Not good.
Not good. Like, why would you share that with your kid, for one?
Okay. Wow.
Yes. So, constant parental fighting during his childhood, and even as far into his marital years.
Wow. Like, they stayed together that long and just fucking fought the whole time?
Apparently. Apparently.
No, thank you.
Because his second wife claimed that Gary's parents, mainly Mary, was constantly yelling and picking fights with his father.
That poor man.
I know, like his wife's a bitch.
Yeah, that poor man. Not even like, shut the fuck up.
Fucking
Poppy. I heard that.
From a young age, Ridgway displayed disturbing behaviors.
Oh.
He would later tell defense psychologists that as an adolescent, he had conflicting feelings of anger and sexual attraction toward his mother and fantasized about killing her.
Ew, what the fuck? Okay, so we're not doing good here. We're not even okay.
Wait till I tell you why.
No.
This could be because Mary bathed him into adolescence, even scrubbing his genitals, which caused both arousal and shame, a psychological scar that resurfaced in many of his crimes.
I'm sorry, what?
Just threw it below my mouth.
So she was also sexually abusive, but like not sexually abusive. No. Why is this woman still? Why was she still breathing?
I have no idea.
Is she one of the ones he killed?
No.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's 32 pages. I don't remember what I wrote.
Okay. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Classmates recalled Ridgway facing corporal punishment with a belt or a stick from both parents after minor offenses.
They beat him at school in front of his friends.
Either that or...
His friends were over and they beat him at home.
Either that or like when he would come to school and we'd have like
Oh my God.
the stuff, they ask him like what happened. I guess.
Oh my God.
So he also wet the bed into his early to mid-teens, something his mother shamed and humiliated him for, rather than seeking help to figure out why it was happening.
Yeah, so let's just beat the fucking kid instead of taking him to the doctor and say, he's wetting the bed, he's 14, like there's got to be something going on. What was probably going on was his fucking parents.
Yes.
The trauma and the stress and the depression and the anxiety from having to live in that situation. You're what's causing the problem. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes. He also had a low IQ, recorded as being in the low 80s. He was dyslexic and struggled socially.
That's not good.
I was dyslexic at that moment.
Yeah. So he was just getting it from all edges.
Yes, he was fucked.
That poor kid. And you can feel bad for the kid. He had nothing to do with what eventually happens. Like he is a product of his environment. Yeah, product of his environment.
So at 16, he saw a boy playing with it, which is the boy I said he killed earlier.
Oh.
So at 16, he saw a boy playing with a stick in the wooded area near his home. Gary asked if he wanted to go build a fort.
Okay.
Gary lured the 6-year-old boy into the woods.
Just a baby.
Yes, and stabbed him through the ribs with a folding knife, puncturing his liver.
Oh my God.
The boy survived.
Oh, he survived.
He survived.
Oh, please. Sandwich break.
Food.
Misha's like, hello, where's my food? You don't got there with Daddy? Daddy said he got you some food. Go see Daddy.
Mommy.
Okay, so the little boy survived. That's good.
The boy survived. The motive, Gary stated, I wanted to see what it felt like to kill someone.
Okay, but he didn't.
He didn't.
Thankfully. Thankfully, the little boy survived.
He probably thought he did.
I mean, yeah, he probably took off running or whatever.
Probably.
Thankfully, the little boy survived. I can't imagine the trauma.
The boy survived this attack, but this event was never properly followed up by authorities.
What the fuck?
And Gary remained free to cause more damage in the community.
I don't understand.
I don't either. Like, how are you not going to follow up with a 6-year-old boy getting stabbed?
I mean, and like, his parents obviously took him to the hospital. Like,
the kid didn't know who Gary was.
I mean, whatever, man. Fuck. I hate it.
Because it said he just saw a little boy playing in the woods.
I hate it.
So the kid probably didn't know who Gary was, so he couldn't really identify his.
So I mean, it said it was playing in the woods near his home. So was it near Gary's home or the kid's home, or like between the two?
I'm guessing between the two because it just said near his home, so I'm guessing Gary's home. I don't know.
I don't know. That's so sad. Ugh, I hate it already.
He probably wouldn't have. They probably didn't do anything because the kid wouldn't have known who the fuck it was.
Yeah, but like it sounds like they literally did zero. They did nothing about this. Nothing. Didn't even try. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So adult life. He was held back in high school.
Okay.
So he graduated from Tai E. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. high school. Yes, Tyee.
Ty? Oh, it's going to be Ty. Yeah, I don't know.
So, at the age of 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. So he was held back a lot.
Yeah.
Like by two grades?
That would be 2 grades.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because usually, no. Because usually when you graduate 17, 18, because I graduated at 17. So, and the most people graduate is like 18. So.
Yeah, so he would have held back like two grades.
Yeah.
To be 20.
Yeah. And he married his high school sweetheart, Claudia Craig, in 1969.
1969, not 1970, but a year sooner. Okay.
So he blah, blah, blah.
So what?
I had Cookie.
I
had Cookie try to come back up.
It's like, hello, I'm back.
So he joined the United States Navy and was deployed to Vietnam.
Okay.
He served on board a supply ship, and he saw combat.
I wonder if maybe that like ties into what happens, like his PTSD from seeing combat, maybe.
Probably. That's what happens a lot.
Yeah.
So during his 2 years in the military, he had frequent sexual intercourse with sex workers.
Oh.
And he contracted gonorrhea.
Oh. Well.
And of course, this angered Claudia, but he just kept doing it and didn't use protection.
Okay. Didn't learn from his mistakes. Gotcha.
Yep. And so Claudia was only 19 when Gary went to Vietnam, and she became increasingly lonely, seeking comfort in the arms of other men.
That's usually how that happens.
They divorced within a year.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. She said, fuck you.
I mean, also, like, she wasn't innocent either.
Yeah.
You know. But 19, I got married at 19, and it was a mistake. So I get it.
Yes. Friends and family described him as friendly but strange.
Okay.
So his first 2 marriages resulted in divorce because of infidelities by both partners.
Gotcha.
So his second wife, Marcia Winslow.
And that's the one that said the parents fought like all the time,
yes.
Mainly the mom. Okay.
Yeah. Claimed he had placed her in a chokehold.
Oh.
And it was during this marriage that he became religious.
Okay.
So, she was.
I'm going to religiously choke you out. Got it.
He was proselytizing door to door.
Okay.
Reading the Bible aloud at work and at home, and insisting that Marcia follow the strict teachings of their pastor.
No. Thank you. You're welcome to do that. You're not going to push that on me.
And he would frequently cry after reading the Bible.
Oh my God.
Or hearing sermons.
Oh my God. Yeah. So obviously he's such a good Christian considering he's on this podcast.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, are you okay over there?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I have no idea.
Is that cookie poison?
I think your daughter's trying to kill me.
Okay. Well.
So, despite being religious, he continued to solicit the services of sex workers and would ask his wife to participate in sex in public or in inappropriate places, sometimes even in areas where his victims' bodies were later discovered.
Sounds legit from the Christian men that I know. Yeah, sounds legit.
And according to the women in his life, he had an insatiable sexual appetite.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Just, do your best to control it, and consent is a thing.
Yes. So his 3 ex-wives and several ex-girlfriends reported that he demanded sex from them several times a day.
I'm going to have to see what he looked like in his younger years to see how he landed all these fucking bad bitches, okay? I need to know.
Often he would want to have sex in a public area or in the woods. He was obsessed with the fucking woods, man, because he killed that boy in the woods.
He didn't kill him.
Well, no, but he attacked the boy in the woods. So he has a thing with woods.
And that's like his dumping ground.
Yeah, he has a thing with woods.
Just because you can't really see a whole lot, like especially if it's dense. Sex in public's okay. I mean, you just have to make sure like nobody can see.
And he did admit having a fixation with sex workers with whom he had a love-hate relationship, which he got from his father.
Yeah,
because like his dad hated them,
right?
But yeah, so he got that from his dad.
Lord have mercy.
So he frequently complained about their presence in his neighborhood, but he also took advantage of their services regularly.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
he's like, get the fuck out of my neighborhood, but call me later.
Yeah, pretty much. So in a statement read at his plea hearing, Ridgway said he hated prostitutes and did not want to pay them for sex.
He just wanted free sex. This is their job, my guy.
I'm guessing.
They're a sex worker. Worker means paid.
Yeah. So some have speculated that he was torn between his lusts and his staunch religious beliefs.
Staunch.
Yes.
Okay.
And he only had one kid, which was with Marcia. So they did have
second wife. Okay.
Second wife. They did have a son.
Gotcha.
The killing begins.
Oh no.
So throughout the 1980s and 1990s, it is believed that he murdered at least 71 teenage girls and women near Seattle and Tacoma, Washington.
That's crazy.
In court statement, I read this earlier. In court statements, he later reports that he had killed so many that he lost count, like I said, like I quoted earlier.
Yep.
And majority of the murders occurred between 1982 and 1984.
2 years.
2 years.
Oh my God.
Which I still don't know how he killed 71 people in 2 years. That's a lot. That's like every fucking day. Or like multiple a day.
Yeah. I mean, 2 years would be like 700 and some days, but that's a lot. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. The victims were believed to be either runaways or sex workers whom he had picked up along Pacific Highway South.
Okay.
And he would use his son, so he would show them a picture of his son so that they would trust him.
I still don't understand. Like,
I don't know.
Here's a picture of my family. Trust me. Like, that's the last fucking thing I'm gonna do.
Because I guess in that
where is your family?
In that time period, freaking showing.
Yeah. Where's your family? Where are they? Where are they right now?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking trust you. I wouldn't even trust a female because there's one story that we're gonna cover. The girlfriend was in on it. She was in on kidnapping and raping and murdering the women. So no, I'm not trusting no goddamn body. Fuck that.
Yeah. So they would engage in sexual activity, and after minutes of intercourse from behind, minutes.
I'm not surprised.
He would wrap his forearm around the front of their necks and use the other arm to pull back as tightly as he could, strangling them.
So like in a sleeper hold.
Yes.
Wow.
And so he killed most victims in his home, truck, or secluded area. Most of the bodies would be dumped in wooded areas around the Green River, Seattle, Tacoma International Airport, and other dump sites within South King County.
Why? That's like a high traffic area. If you're trying to hide these crimes, like, why would you put it where people are fucking definitely going to see it?
He liked the woods, so he wanted that.
I get that, but like, isn't there woods elsewhere that's like more secluded where it's not by a fucking airport that probably gets thousands of people a day?
I guess because he drove that road a lot. I guess.
Well, also, he has an IQ of 80, so
yes. And there were also 2 confirmed and other 2 suspected victims found in the Portland, Oregon area.
Oh wow. Okay, so he ventured out of Washington.
Yes. So the bodies were often left in clusters, sometimes
clusters.
Clusters, yes.
Together?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Sometimes posed, usually nude. And Ridgway was sometimes returned to the bodies and engaged.
No, thank you.
In necrophilia with them.
I don't like that. Please stop. We're done. Bye.
He later explained that he did not find necrophilia more sexually satisfying. But having sex with the deceased reduced his need to obtain a living victim, and thus don't vomit, vomit.
God.
And thus limited his exposure to being caught.
No, incorrect. Oh God, it didn't limit anything. 71 people in 2 fucking years. It limited nothing. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. He would also contaminate the dump sites with gum, cigarettes, and written materials belonging to others. And he even transported a few victims across straight lines into Oregon to confuse the police.
And see, this man is functioning with an 80 IQ, but has the mental capacity to contaminate crime scenes and move bodies to make the police confused, quote unquote, and make him harder to find. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like he had a more IQ than they believed.
I mean, or maybe he was just like an idiot savant where he was like had a very low IQ, but he had that one thing that he was good at, and like maybe this was it.
So 1982 to 1984, his first known victims.
Okay.
First body was found in July of 1982. Unique kind of spray paint was found on clothing that was wrapped around the victim's neck, but it was not tested for 20 years.
What?
Because I guess they didn't think it was that important. If it had been tested, it would have been easier to link it to Ridgway.
You think? No, I mean, did they not test it because it just didn't have the capabilities? Or
it never said. It just said they never tested it for 20 years.
Jesus. Okay.
So it's either they just didn't think it was that important, or they just didn't have a way to test it at that time.
Okay.
And then 4 more victims were found, and the King County Sheriff Office formed the Green River Task Force.
Okay.
The task force included Robert Keppel and Dave Reichart,
yeah,
who periodically interviewed incarcerated serial killer Ted Bundy in 1984.
Oh, okay.
So they asked Bundy what they thought his opinions were.
What?
Yeah, they asked Bundy, like he offered his opinions on the psychology, motivations, and behavior of the killer.
I mean, well, okay, yeah, I guess so, because Bundy killed a lot of women.
Yeah, so I guess they were trying to ask his input, like, what do you think?
I'm okay.
I guess
unconventional, but you know, and that's funny because in Mindhunters, that's basically what they're doing. They're interviewing these people for information, like, what do you think about this killer, that killer, and that's how they're able to put together like a psychological profile. So that's actually brilliant. And you know what is fucking hilarious? This story is happening around the same time that Mindhunters takes place, like the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I get it. That's kind of very smart, because you're looking into the mind of another serial killer who focused mainly on young women. Mm-hmm. And I mean, and I guess maybe they thought maybe he could provide some kind of insight on how to catch him. Like wow. Okay. Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Bundy suggested that the killer was revisiting the dump sites to have sex with his victims, which was accurate.
Is true.
Which was accurate. And if they found a fresh grave, they should do a stakeout and wait for him to come back. It never did say if they did that or not.
Okay, well, that is also brilliant.
Yes.
Because obviously now we know that it was true that he was going back for necrophiliac purposes. Mm-hmm. Knowing that, it would make sense, like, if he just freshly buried the body, that he'd be back. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And they always say that the criminals return to the scene of the crime, so...
Exactly.
And it never said, like, that they actually did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, never.
I'm guessing not, because he wasn't caught.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think they were just like, yeah, we're not, nah.
Or maybe they did, and he just never came back to that one. Like, he may not have been doing it to every single victim. It may have just been sporadically.
So FBI Special Agent Johnny Douglas was also contributing to the case and developed a profile of the suspect. And then
I love this shit.
And then in 1982 and 2001, Ridgway was arrested on charges related to prostitution.
82 and 2001? Yes. 2 different times?
Yes.
Okay.
So he became a suspect in the Green River killings in 1983 when 18-year-old Marie Malvar disappeared.
Okay.
Her boyfriend and /pimp later found a truck in front of Ridgway's house, which they thought was the same one she had boarded the day she went missing.
It was.
He was interviewed with that event, and police received several other tips that had mentioned Ridgway. So they made him take a polygraph test in 1984, which he passed.
Oh, of course he did.
So you can't tell me that man's got an IQ of 80.
Yeah.
When he passed the fucking polygraph test.
Well, see, and that's why polygraph tests are no longer admissible in court, because they can be wrong. They can be wrong. People can... they can learn to control their anxiety, their emotions, and that's what it picks up on, the little spikes.
Yeah.
But if you learn to control that, or if you actually believe what you're saying is the truth, even if it's not, the polygraph it's going to be not correct.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
1985 to 2001.
1985.
His marriage to Judith Mawson, which is his longest marriage.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be his longest marriage.
Well, yeah, the first two were like a year, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this will be his longest one. So around
85 to 01, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so that was like 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So around 1985, he began dating Judith, who became his third wife in 1988.
Okay.
And she claimed in a 2010 television interview that when she moved in with him, there was no carpet.
Why would she say that? Like, was she asked?
It never said. So I guess they asked her that because it's a television interview.
Yeah.
So I guess they asked her, like, what was he like? Or, like, what was the house
look like? Yeah.
And
That's can you imagine?
And I guess houses then, like, you're used to carpet.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So when she was like, it confused her because there was no carpet, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, could you just imagine, like, going in there? His house didn't have carpet, like, without even being prompted.
Yeah.
Like, I was confused for a second.
So it says interview. So I think they asked her, like, what was his...
For sure in the 80s, it was like a fucking shag carpet or shit. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And so detectives later told her he had probably wrapped a body in the carpet.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Live with that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, pretty much. And then in the same interview, she said he would leave work early in the morning, some days ostensibly for the overtime pay.
Okay, so he would go to work early because of the overtime pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she thought. She speculated that he must have done some of those murders while supposedly working these early morning shifts.
So did she not notice he wasn't getting overtime pay, or?
I don't think she because she didn't even hear about. She didn't know what was going on because she didn't watch TV.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, like,
I don't think she paid attention to the mail either, like to the bills.
Like, my husband leaves for work 3 hours early 3 times a week, but we're not making any extra money. Like, where is it going? Yeah, I would be questioning. Yeah, I am very, very much focused on the bills and the pay.
I don't think she really did.
Okay, maybe he took control, like, the finance. And I mean, in that time, in like the 80s or whatever, that's kind of what the men did. So
yeah, she was more just do the housework.
Fuck that.
Yeah. She claimed that she had not suspected his crimes before the authorities contacted her in 1987, as she had not even heard of the Green River Killer because she did not watch the news.
And they contacted her in 87, 1 year before they got married.
Mm-hmm.
And she still married him.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see see what she looked like.
What she looked like?
Yeah, just to see.
What, do you think she looks stupid?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to say she probably does.
Yeah. So Ridgway claims that while they were together, his kill rate went down and that he truly loved her. Bullshit.
Oh.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Well, he started in 85, right? The murders?
Yes.
They got married in 88. So he killed the majority of his people between 85 and 87.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible that it did go down.
I still call bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't go down enough, but, you know, instead of like 2 or 3 a week, he might be like 1 every 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah. And Judith stated that the Gary she knew was loving, gentle, and considerate, and their life together was a full and happy one.
I mean, and that could be true too.
It could be. Unlike the second wife who said he put her in a chokehold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he really loved this third wife, then, you know, maybe he just treated her better.
Yeah, because she claimed that there were never any outbursts of anger toward her or any unexplained absences, quote unquote.
Outside of him leaving early for work.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and Judith stated he was always happy. He had a smile that would never change. He made me feel like a newlywed every day.
That's sweet, but yuck. Because knowing what he did, yucky.
Yeah. So Judith stood by Gary's side, at least until he made his confession.
Okay. So she didn't believe it until he confessed to it.
Yep.
Okay.
And of his 49 known victims, only 3 were killed after he married Mawson.
See?
So, I mean, okay, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they were married for 16 years and he only killed 3.
Yeah.
So, like you said, he had those 85 to 87 is where he killed the majority. So he killed, quote unquote, 46 people that they could confirm within that time and only 3 after. So it did go down. Should have gone to like 0. It shouldn't have ever even happened, but.
And she told a local television reporter, "I feel I have saved lives by being his wife and making him happy."
No, babe. No, absolutely not. That is not how that works.
Yeah. And then April 1987, police took hair and saliva samples from him. The samples were later subjected to DNA profiling, providing the evidence for his arrest warrant.
Okay, that's good.
So now we're on to the victims.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about the victims. So most of Gary Ridgway's victims were between the ages of 14 and 25.
Oh my God.
Some were as young as 13.
Wow.
Many came from vulnerable backgrounds, runaways, sex workers, girls who simply disappeared one night.
Mm.
So, number 1. And if I mispronounce these names, I apologize. I am terrible with names.
We're doing our best, okay?
So I'm going to just go ahead and say that now.
Yeah.
So Wendy Lee Cofield was 16.
Oh.
So July 15th, 1982.
Barely starting her life.
The Green River murders began with 16-year-old Wendy Cofield, a teenager from Puyallup, Washington.
Oh, okay.
I butchered that name.
That's okay.
Wendy had a reputation for being outspoken and headstrong, qualities that sometimes clashed with her turbulent home life.
Oh, poor baby.
She drifted in and out of foster care, yearning for freedom, but also finding herself increasingly vulnerable.
Oh, God.
To get by, Wendy turned to sex work, one of the few options available to girls in her position.
Yeah,
that's just terrible.
It is, and that's
terrible.
That's unfortunately, we hear that all the time.
I know,
see that all the time.
It's terrible.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. On July 15th, 1982, her body was discovered tangled in the debris of the Green River near Kent. Strangled and discarded, she became the first known victim of Gary Ridgway. And at first, police thought her murder might be an isolated case. How about sounding so country saying that? But Wendy's death marked the start of a killing spree that would terrify Seattle for decades.
Yeah.
Number 2, Deborah Lorraine Bonner, August 12th, 1982.
So he's like going like a month between victims right now.
This seems like it.
Okay.
Well, the next
It was like July 2nd and August 12th. So it's like barely a little over a month.
No, the next one's like 3 days.
Oh, God. Okay.
Just weeks after Wendy's murder, 23-year-old Deborah Bonner's body was pulled from the Green River. Deborah struggled with addiction and turned to sex work as a means of survival, but she was remembered by friends as vibrant and determined, a young woman who still believed she could turn her life around. Aww. That's so sad.
And it's like that, the one you covered, fucking bitch boy, goddamn Brian Pennell.
Yes.
All these women that he was killing were people who were in the sex work field, but they were, one of them was studying to be a nurse, right? Mm-hmm. Working at a fucking soup kitchen, bringing people at a hospital Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
I'm so angry right now.
Yeah. Her murder so soon after Wendy's confirmed that Seattle was not dealing with isolated crimes, but with something much darker. 2 young women, both strangled, both left in the same river, and the police were just beginning to connect the dots.
Not fast enough.
Number 3.
Number 3 of 49. We have 46 more to go through.
Yeah.
Police did not connect the dots.
No. Marcia Faye Chapman, August 15th, 1982.
So far in August, he's killed 3. The 12th. Wait.
No, this is the second one for August.
Oh.
The first one was in July.
Okay, so far in August, he's killed 2. Only one in July.
Yeah.
And that one was 3 days apart.
Yep.
Okay.
So Marcia Chapman's story shattered the illusion that Ridgway only preyed on teenagers. So at 31, Marcia...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was 31. Marcia was older than many of the others, and most importantly, she was a mother of 3 children.
Oh, God.
Friends described her as fiercely devoted to her kids, even as financial instability and difficult circumstances pushed her toward survival sex work. Her body was found in the Green River on August 15th, 1982. The impact of her murder rippled far beyond the headlines. Her children were left without a mother, and her family was left to grapple with the devastation.
That's so sad.
Marcia's presence in the cluster of early victims showed how indiscriminate Ridgway could be, targeting women and girls from across age ranges.
Yeah, he just didn't care. It was just whoever he decided on that day.
Yes.
Gross. I don't like it.
Number 4. Cynthia Jean, or Cindy, Hines. That's what she was called, Cindy. August 15th, 1982.
So the same day?
Same day.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Found alongside Marcia was 17-year-old Cynthia Hines, who went by Cindy.
He put her in this. Okay.
Same
Well, you
spot.
did say they put him in clusters.
Yeah, he did put them in clusters. So she was found when they found Marcia. She was still on the edge of adolescence, remembered for her warmth and ability to connect with others despite a rough upbringing.
Oh, God.
Cindy, like many girls of her age, drifted between the security of home and the instability of street life.
Jeez.
Her body was discovered the same day as Marcia, cementing the horrifying reality that Ridgway was escalating.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Multiple bodies in the river told police they weren't looking for a one-off killer, but a serial predator who was gaining confidence with each murder.
Yep, because the more you kill, the more you elude, the more confidence you have. However, the good thing about that is eventually you become too confident. Mm-hmm. You become overconfident. You start fucking up, and they eventually catch you.
Number 5. Opal Charmaine Mills, August 15th, 1982. So they found 3 the same day. The youngest in the cluster that day was 16-year-old.
All 3 of them were together. Okay.
Was 16-year-old Opal Mills. Friends remembered her as playful and kind, a teenager with a bubbly personality and a bright future ahead of her.
Oh, God.
Like Wendy and Cindy, Opal found herself vulnerable on the streets, a situation that Ridgway relentlessly exploited.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Her body was found with Marcia and Cindy in the Green River. The image of 3 women, 2 teenagers and a mother, lying discarded together was chilling.
Sickening.
It showed how quickly Ridgway had evolved from his first murder into a predator confident enough to leave multiple victims in a single location.
Jesus Christ. Sick.
Yes. Number 6. Giselle Lavorne, also known as Gigi.
Oh.
September 25th, 1982. 17-year-old Giselle Lavorne, affectionately called Gigi by friends, dreamed of a bigger life than the streets of Seattle. She was ambitious and imaginative, even as her circumstances pushed her into survival sex work. Giselle was last seen in September 1982, and her remains were found later that month. Her murder carried the same hallmarks as the others: strangulation and dumping near the Green River. Giselle's youth was a stark reminder that Ridgway targeted the most defenseless, turning their need for money and security into his opportunity for violence.
So I'm wondering, like, I know you said he used, like, the picture of his son, but I'm wondering if because they were all doing sex work, he was just a John, that he was the money, you know, and he lured them that way. Gross. I don't like it.
Number 7. Deborah Estes. September 20th, 1982, but she wasn't found until May 30th, 1988.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. So Deborah was only 15 years old when she disappeared. A runaway from Spanaway, Washington.
Oh, okay. Sure.
She was caught between adolescence and adulthood.
15, yeah.
Her life marked by instability. Friends described her as lively and full of spirit, masking her struggles with defiance. It's so sad because
everyone's troubled.
Yeah, and it's like everyone describes themselves so bubbly and outgoing and happy, even though they're like struggling.
Troubled and struggling, yeah.
It's so sad.
I mean, and that's kind of like a lot of people, you know, don't know what other people are going through. So they put that mask on. On the outside, they're happy and bubbly, and, you know, and they don't show that the troubles, you know, the home troubles or like depression or anything. They mask it.
Unlike some of the earlier victims, Deborah's remains weren't found until 1988, 6 years later.
That was crazy.
By then, her body was skeletal, her youth long lost. Her delayed discovery underscored the agony families endured, waiting years for answers while Ridgway continued to kill.
So they had reported her missing. Mm-hmm. Okay. I wasn't sure because troubled upbringing and whatever, like maybe the parents didn't care and didn't report her missing.
Yeah.
Or...
And then number 8, Gail Lynn Matthews, April 1983. Gail was 23 and the mother of a young son trying to navigate life in Seattle while battling financial instability. She had dreams of creating a stable home for her child, but when survival became difficult, she turned to sex work.
Oh my goodness.
Her remains were found near one of Ridgway's wooded dumping grounds in April 1983. Her murder left her son without a mother, a devastating consequence that reflected how Ridgway's crimes destroyed not just individual lives, but entire families.
Right. That's so sad. Like, where did the baby go? Like, if she didn't have family, didn't have a husband.
Probably foster care.
Ugh.
Number 9. Dolores Williams, also known as Dee. March 8th, 1983, but she wasn't found until March 31st, 1984.
Okay, not quite as long as the other one, but...
No. So, at just 17, Dee Williams was remembered as protective and caring, the kind of girl who looked out for others despite her own struggles. She had a sharp sense of humor and a natural charisma that drew people in, but like many teens navigating unstable homes, Dee turned to the streets.
Jeez.
Her remains were discovered a year after her disappearance. She was found near Star Lake. Her murder extended the pattern Ridgway had set. Young women, vulnerable, and discarded isolated spots where only by chance would they be found. Number 10. Mary Meehan. Okay. April 1983. But she wasn't found until November of that year.
I know you smell it.
You can't get any. Mary Meehan was only 18 years old and newly pregnant when she crossed paths with Ridgway.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She was known for her kindness and loyalty, and despite her struggles, she looked forward to becoming a mother. Those who knew her said she was hopeful about her future, eager to bring new life into the world.
I'm ready to turn this off. I don't like it anymore. I'm done. Goodbye.
Her body was discovered in November 1983 near Renton, Washington.
So she was killed while still pregnant.
Uh-huh. Because Mary's pregnancy made her murder especially heartbreaking because he not only killed her, but also extinguished the life of her unborn child. Number 11. Carol Christensen, May 3rd, 1983, but wasn't found until May 8th. So Carol, 21, was a young mother from Seattle. She lived with her small daughter and was described as loving and vibrant, someone who found joy in cooking and music. Aww. She occasionally turned to sex work to make ends meet, a choice that tragically put her in Ridgway's path. Her murder shocked investigators because of its unusual staging. So, found near Maple Valley, her body was left with fish placed on her chest and sausage links arranged nearby.
What?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes.
Fish... on her chest.
Fish on her chest and sausage links arranged nearby.
Arranged near... Was he trying to, like, get the attention of a bear? What the fuck is happening right now?
So, this bizarre display hinted at either a symbolic act or a cruel joke by Ridgway, something that remains unexplained to this day. So, he never explained why he did that. He never said why he did that.
I'm going to get my Ouija board out and ask him because, I need to know that's fucking crazy. I'm so confused right now.
Number 12. Martina Otherly, May 22nd, 1983, found November 1984. Oh, wow. Martina was 18, a teenager still trying to find her footing in life. Raised in unstable circumstances, she often bounced between relatives and the streets. Friends remembered her for her humor and resilience, qualities she leaned on as she tried to survive in difficult circumstances. Her remains were discovered over a year later in a wooded area near Federal Way. Martina's death emphasized how Ridgway targeted women and girls who lived transient lives, knowing they would not be quickly missed by authorities.
Yep, and a lot of the time, especially sex workers or runaways or addicts, they seem to be viewed as less than by the police, and they don't want to waste resources on trying to find them if they become a missing person. And all these women were probably, with the exception of the ones that were like not found quickly, or even the ones that had like a 3 or 4 day span between them, were probably listed as missing. Somebody probably cared enough to say, you know, hey, I haven't seen so and so in like a day or two. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
And what the fuck?
Number 13, Cheryl Lee Wims. May 23rd, 1983. Found March 1984.
Wow.
Cheryl was outgoing and mischievous with a love of laughter.
Oh, I like that.
At 18, she was still barely out of childhood. On May 23rd, 1983, she left her apartment in Rainier Valley and never returned. Her remains were found almost a year later near the Green River. Cheryl's family endured nearly 12 months of uncertainty before learning the truth. Her story was another reminder that these young women were not faceless streetwalkers, but loved daughters and friends.
So again, it makes me wonder, like, if maybe the police were not taking it seriously, or as seriously as they should, even though the bodies were piling up, because they were sex workers. So I'm just wondering if, like, the police kind of put it on the back burner because they were sex workers, even though they were piling up and they were young kids. They were sex workers.
Couldn't really, I guess, figure out how to catch the person, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Number 14, Constance Nayon, also known as Connie. May 1983, found October 1983. So Connie, 19, was remembered as adventurous and full of energy. She had dreams of moving to California to start over, often talking about wanting to escape Seattle streets. Financial hardship led her to sex work, a dangerous reality for so many women at that time.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Uh-huh. Her remains were discovered in October 1983. Connie's story is particularly haunting because of how close she seemed to making a change in her life, which that dream was cut short by Ridgway, who saw opportunity in her vulnerability.
This motherfucker, man.
Number 15. Martina Abbott, also known as Tina. July 1983, found October 1983. Tina Abbott was only 18 years old when she disappeared in the summer of 1983. She had grown up in a turbulent environment, moving between relatives' homes and friends' couches. Despite her struggles, those who knew her remembered her as fun-loving and quick to laugh, with a streak of determination that kept her going when life got difficult. Her remains were discovered in October 1983 in a wooded area outside Seattle. Tina's short life was one of survival, a story mirrored in so many of Ridgway's victims. She was still technically a teenager, someone whose adult life had barely begun, when she was cut down by a predator who sought out precisely those whose instability made them easy targets. Number 16. Kimi Pitzer. April 1983. Found April 1984.
Oh.
Kimmy was just 16 years old when she became one of Ridgway's victims. She was a bright, curious girl who loved music and fashion, and she had a hopeful vision for her future despite the instability in her family life. Like other teens trying to find independence, she drifted into risky environments where predators like Ridgway prowled. Her remains were found a year later in April 1984 in King County. And Kimmy's murder drove home the terrifying fact that Ridgway targeted girls who should have been worrying about school dances and learning to drive, not struggling for survival on the streets. She represents the youngest, most defenseless among his victims.
Jesus.
Number 17.
So she wasn't a sex worker. She was just wrong place, wrong time.
She did sex work too.
Oh, did she? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Number 17, Mary Sue Bello. October 1983, found October 1984.
Why are they like years apart now? Like before it was like back to back to back.
Because I guess because now he's putting them in places that aren't easily like accessible for people to like find quickly.
That's that whole gaining confidence thing. Escalating, yeah. Okay.
So Mary Sue was 25 years old when she vanished. She had grown up in a working class family and was described by friends as independent and warm-hearted. But as often happened in Seattle during that era, economic pressures and limited opportunities pushed her towards sex work. Her remains were not found until October 1984, a full year later in Gagget County.
Okay.
Her story reflects the devastating waiting game so many families endured, months or years of not knowing whether their daughters, sisters, or friends were alive or dead. For her, as many for so many others, Ridgway had the final say.
And then can you imagine, like, seeing all this stuff on the news and then your family member goes missing and you can't help but wonder, were they a victim? And then a year later finding out they absolutely were.
Yeah. Number 18, Tina Marie Thompson. July 25th, 1983, found April 20th, 1984. At 21, Tina Thompson was just beginning adulthood. Friends described her as vivacious and eager to carve out her own life, even if the path she had chosen was rocky. Like many of Ridgway's victims, Tina's circumstances led her to sex work as a way to make ends meet. She disappeared on July 25th, 1983. It wasn't until April 1984 that her remains were found. The discovery, months after her disappearance, was yet another blow to a community already reeling from the string of women vanishing. Yeah. Tina's youth and vitality make her story especially tragic, a life cut short just as it was starting. Jeez. Number 19, Kelly Marie Ware, July 1983, found October 1983. Kelly Ware was 22 when she disappeared. She had grown up in a family that struggled to make ends meet, but she was known to be resilient and kind-hearted. Kelly was remembered by friends as someone who was fiercely loyal and always tried to bring laughter into difficult situations. Her remains were discovered in October 1983 in a wooded area south of Seattle. Kelly's death fell squarely into Ridgway's established pattern, a young woman struggling to survive in a harsh environment targeted for her vulnerability. Her story shows the cruel efficiency with which Ridgway identified and exploited those on the margins.
See, I'm so, like, I don't understand. Somebody with an 80 IQ seems to be doing a lot of really smart things.
Yes. Like, so there's no way, like, he has an IQ of 80.
I mean, an 80 is, like, almost, it's average. Yeah. Average. But, I don't know. He's just figuring it out, and he figured it out for a very long time. He eluded capture for a very long time, and I'm not understanding. I'm just not understanding.
Number 20, Alma Smith, March 3rd, 1983, found April 1984. Alma Smith was 18 when she crossed paths with Ridgway. She was remembered as quiet but determined, someone who wanted to take charge of her own future despite her young age. Like many others, Alma's path took her to specific highways south where she engaged in sex work to survive. Her remains were found over a year later in April 1984. Her youth made her murder particularly tragic. She was still barely out of childhood with an entire adult life ahead of her. Yeah. Instead, her story ended in the same woods and riverbanks where Ridgway left so many others. Number 21.
I don't understand how he was able to
I don't either.
Not get captured for this long.
Like, damn.
I truly don't understand it.
Like, there's like, oh.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah. Number 21, Dolores Laverne Williams. March 8th, 1983, found March 1984. Dolores, who went by Dee, was just 17 years old. She was remembered as someone with a big personality and a sense of humor that made her stand out, even in tough environments. She was protective of her friends, and many said she looked after others despite struggling herself.
Oh, and that's like the worst situation, too. Like, you're struggling, but you care so much about other people that you put that beside yourself and you help them.
Her remains were found in March 1984, a year after she disappeared. Like Alma, Dee was one of many teenagers who fell victim to Ridgway's predation. Her murder reinforced the chilling truth that he deliberately sought out young, vulnerable girls because he believed no one would fight for them.
Yeah, especially sex workers. I mean, and again, that's kind of how that was back then. They didn't really look into it.
Number 22.
But, like, thing about sex workers, that's someone's mom, sister, daughter, aunt, cousin, daughter. That's somebody's something.
Yeah.
Somebody cares. You might not care. Somebody cares.
They're not just nobodies.
Right, exactly.
Number 22, Denise Darcel Bush. October 1982, found October 1985.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's 3 years.
Yeah.
So Denise Bush, 22, was one of the earlier victims in Ridgway's timeline.
Are you okay over there? You're doing a lot.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm burping a lot. I don't know.
To drink, maybe? Well, you're not really drinking it that much.
I don't know.
Okay.
She had grown up in Oregon and moved to Seattle as a young adult. Those who knew her said she was adventurous, funny, and loved to dance.
Aww.
She dreamed of a stable life, but poverty and instability led her into survival sex work. Her remains weren't discovered until October 1983, 3 years later in Tigard, Oregon. So this is one that ended up in Oregon.
Gotcha.
Denise's long disappearance left her family in agony, searching for answers. Her murder highlights how Ridgway's killing stretched across state lines and time, with some victims not being found for years.
That's crazy. And that one I can understand that because it's like in a completely different area. Yeah.
So this is one that he put over state lines to confuse police.
Obviously, it fucking worked.
Yeah. Number 23, Shirley Marie Sherrill. October 1982, found October 1984. At 18, Shirley Sherrill was still navigating the uncertain space between teenager and adult. She had grown up in Seattle and was described as friendly and talkative, someone who loved music and fashion.
Can you imagine 18 years old? You remember how you were at 18?
Yes.
You were just figuring things out, just starting to figure things out, figuring out what you wanted out of life, who you wanted to be, and
where you want to go to school.
Yeah, what you wanted to do. Yeah. And that's like literally when your life begins at 18, I think. You know, because you're out of school, you're technically an adult. You know, you can do things without the assistance of your parents. You can get a job, get a car, get a bank account, get a credit card, go to school, get an education, get a career, get married, have babies. You know, you're thinking about all that stuff, and he just comes along and shatters it all. Like, that's so, okay.
And despite her social nature, Shirley faced instability in her personal life and eventually turned to sex work to survive. Her remains were discovered in October 1984, 2 years after her disappearance. The long delay before her body was found robbed her family of closure for years. Shirley's youth and vulnerability placed her squarely in Ridgway's pattern, and her death left another painful void in a community already riddled with grief. We'll do a better job of trying to find this motherfucking killer.
Yeah.
Like damn.
It doesn't seem like they did a whole lot.
Like, you got
they
all
were
these
just collecting
girls.
evidence. So it doesn't even seem like they were trying to profile.
You got all these fucking girls dying, disappearing, showing up.
The MO is the same, with the exception of the fish and the sausage.
Yes.
But the MO is the fucking same. Why
they
are the police...
to fucking Bundy at the fucking beginning.
Why are the police not going with that? Like, he gave them a profile. He gave them what he thought. And he was fucking right. Like,
but did they listen to Bundy?
No. And it doesn't seem like they did any kind of profiling to see what person, you know, that is what, it's not even a criminal profile. So that's not a actual job. But what they do is they collect the evidence from these scenes, especially if there's multiple, and they put together a profile, an age range, what kind of background they have, their race, what kind of family they come from. They put together, and a lot of the time it's very, very accurate. It doesn't seem like they've done any of this for him to get through 49 fucking people in 2 years.
Exactly.
And then 30 more, 27 more that it's never confirmed, but he's saying there were way more than this.
Yeah.
I don't understand how, I don't get it, especially because he didn't get caught until 2001. 16 years after. Okay. I'm stressed out right now.
Number 24. Colleen Renee Brockman, December 24th, 1982, found May 1984.
Killed the day before Christmas.
Yep. Colleen was only 15 when she disappeared on Christmas Eve in 1982.
A baby.
She was a runaway from Portland, Oregon, caught in the difficult circumstances of street life at an age when most girls were still in high school.
Yeah.
She was remembered as bright and imaginative with a love of adventure that sometimes pulled her into risky situations. Oh my God. Her remains were discovered in May 1984. At just 15, Colleen was among Ridgway's youngest confirmed victims. Her murders showed how early he had begun preying on vulnerable teenagers and how brazen he had become, targeting even children during holidays when families should have been celebrating.
Exactly. And that's what, he escalated, and he, like I said, he became more confident because these fucking cops couldn't or wouldn't be bothered to put the shit together in a way that made sense. They got him caught.
Number 25.
We're not even halfway there.
No.
Or we're just halfway there right now. Right now, we're halfway there.
Kimberly L. Nelson. November 1st, 1983, found June 1986. Kimberly Nelson, 21, was last seen near Pacific Highway South in November 1983. She was remembered by friends as strong-willed and independent, someone who had a rebellious streak but also a sense of humor that made her a favorite among her peers. Aww. Like many of the women Ridgway targeted, Kimberly was trying to find her footing as a young adult in a difficult world. Jesus. Her remains were not discovered until June 1986, nearly 3 years later. The delay in finding her body mirrored the pattern of anguish and unanswered questions that plagued so many families connected to Ridgway's victims. Kimberly's death underscored the sheer scale of time over which his murders stretched. So that's going to be it for today.
Yeah.
Since
there's a lot. There's still a lot. We're halfway through his victims. I'm stressed out. Very upset.
You look stressed out.
Yeah, I have that thing with my face where I can't hide what I'm feeling, even if I try to. I'm very upset. Everybody know, most people I think know about Gary Ridgway, but kind of putting information about the victims, which they fucking deserve. They deserve to be known. They deserve to be heard. They deserve to be remembered. It's stressing me out. So, but I guess that is all for today. We will pick back up with him next week. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to close this one out this time. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's rough. And we've got more rough coming. So, but you guys can always follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/haunted and homicidal. Remember, that is where we post most of the pictures that relate to the stories that we're talking about. Pictures of Misha. I'll probably put a picture of her in her little diaper and outfit because she's in heat right now.
Poor Misha.
I know. You can join us on Patreon, patreon.com/haunted and homicidal. We have tiers where we're going to be having goodies. For people,
who doesn't like free stuff, people?
Yeah, for people who sign up and become subscribed members, we're going to have a lot of goodie stuff. Possible mentions on the podcast. Sometimes we might choose somebody to kind of co-host with us, have a little guest appearance. We are going to have some merch coming out. We'll have pictures of it a couple weeks from now. And if you guys are like, hey, yeah, I want that, we'll let you know how you can go about ordering it. And also, if you guys have any suggestions, comments, stories of your own, you can email them to us at hauntedandhomicidal@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Again, thank you guys for all your love and support so far. Again, I'm sorry. Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.